What do you think about a Jeff Buckley biopic? I think now might be the right time to do it. As we take a look at this, we just celebrated the life of Jeff Buckley yesterday here at EHM. 21 years since his passing, and David Lory, his former manager, is out doing a ton of press because he has a book that has just been released called Jeff Buckley From Hallelujah to the Last Goodbye. He's been doing a lot of press, and we've been following along, and I thought I'd sum up some of the things that I've taken away from some of his interviews, one of which is the idea of a Jeff Buckley biopic. And Jen, what was it, Leto or Leto? Leto. I just can never. Jared Leto, rumored to have expressed interest to be playing Jeff Buckley in a movie. So this is what Lory says is going on right now, that the book has just come out. He says, and I quote, "I've been approached, and there are some people reading the book right now. Movies take a long time. I don't claim to be an expert at it, but the basis is there. Two people who are reading it, I can't name, obviously, because they haven't said yes, but they said the Jeff Buckley story hasn't been told, and we're huge fans, so that's a start. But one of them said, wow, it's got the love story. You meet your wife on the road with Jeff Buckley. You get married. You have 2 kids. There's tragedy. There's musical genius. It's got everything you need," end quote. The story of Jeff certainly is that, a little bit of everything that you need for a great film. Lory went on to say that Jared Leto wanted to play him at one point, saying, quote, "I know the estate was trying to do a movie and they've had several false starts, but there's enough people out there and some other people who have talked about playing me, so we'll see." When pressed, Lory said that he, quote, heard Christian Bale wanted to play him, which could be a compliment because I'm not that good looking, he said. The thing of all these, a lot of actors want to do credible pieces, he said, to keep their credibility after blockbusters, but we'll see. There's a lot in this. Lory was let go by the estate of Jeff Buckley. They did not see eye to eye, so he didn't have a lot to say over some of the material that was released over the years. Then he's come with this book, which I'd imagine is pretty difficult. Coincidentally, he finished the book right around the time of Chris Cornell's passing. Chris and Jeff were close to one another. In fact, I think Chris had written some liner notes for what was going to be Jeff Buckley's sophomore release, which never came to be in the form that Jeff had intended it, at least. So there was definitely a lot there at the time for David Lory, but whether it's this book or I know that there's actually been some other books, he made a reference to the estate and some false starts. I think actually somebody that we know here at EHM attempted to get one of their books on Jeff Buckley made into a film. I'm not sure, but I do know with the popularity of Hallelujah, I thought it was a big song 5 years ago, even 10 years ago. I think it charted 10 years ago. Right around 10 years ago from this time. But now where that song is it's everywhere. It is just everywhere. And it's not even Leonard Cohen's song anymore. I mean, when you look at all the cover versions that are being done that is really exposing that song everywhere that it is right now, it's the Jeff Buckley version. So I think now would be a prime time for a Jeff Buckley biopic. Jared Leto as Jeff Buckley, though, what do you think? Definitely take your thoughts.